one more question from down in the middle with Rob.
Hi. Yeah, it's often argued for the resurrection, looking at the information, the evidence we have regarding Jesus in general, and saying how much better it is than any evidence for anything else that happened in antiquity. And I've often met a lot of people, smart people who aren't historians, who just say it's better than the evidence for anything else, but it's still not good evidence. And they just sort of have this sort of agnosticism regarding anything that happened more than a few hundred years ago.
Yeah.
How would you respond?
Well, I would say that what one is constructing here is a historical proof. And so the question is, does this meet the standards of historical knowledge that would be commonly accepted for other facts of antiquity? And I think that it certainly does. As I say, we have better evidence for the life of Jesus than we do for many major figures of antiquity that are commonly accepted by historians. So one isn't trying to provide a sort of mathematical proof that leads to certainty. What we want to say is that this is sufficiently attested, that it is comparable to other ancient facts of history that are commonly accepted by historians. So that if you throw this out, you're going to have to throw out other facts of ancient history as well that are the same or less credible than these facts. And I think that all but the prejudiced person would be unwilling to do such a thing. Only the person who is driven by a kind of anti-Christian prejudice would say, I'm ready to throw out what classical historians know of Greek and Roman history just in order to avoid the facts of the empty tomb and the post-mortem appearances. In other words, what this argument shows us is what intellectual price tag you've got to pay for your skepticism, right? And if you're going to pay the intellectual price tag of throwing out much of ancient Greco-Roman history, well, you're welcome to that. But that's hardly a rational thing to do.